From the second you took your first breath, you were a scientist. You didn't learn to breathe, you evolved to adapt. But, somewhere between the first step and the first promotion, we forgot how to learn. Today, we are tracing the epic journey of the human brain, from survival instinct to world-class mastery. Every icon you look up to, whether they are a visionary scientist, a world-class operator, a global leader, or a self-made title, started exactly where you did, with the first breath and zero skills. But why do some people reach world-class mastery while others stay stuck in the beginner phase for years? Let's understand the biological roadmap of learning. Learning is play. To master a new skill today, you have to reclaim that play mindset. As a baby, your brain is a sponge. You have twice as many synapses as an adult. This is passive learning. But as we grow, the brain prunes what it doesn't use. To learn as an adult, we have to fight this pruning process. If you have ever felt like you have hit a ceiling in your career or a skill, it's because you are fighting your own evolution. Let's understand with an example. Think of a child learning their first language. They don't study grammar, they absorb it. This is passive plasticity. During this stage, your brain is like wet cement. Everything leaves a mark. For the skills or learning development community, the lesson here isn't to wish we were kids again. It's to understand neuroplasticity. In this stage, your brain uses a high-frequency sampling rate. You are mapping the world. But around age 25, the cement starts to dry. To learn a high-paid skill today, you have to transition to active plasticity. You have to force the brain to pay attention. If it's not hard, you aren't learning, you are just reviewing. This is why most people stay at level 1. They wait for the spark to happen to them, instead of striking the flint themselves. Now, let's see why most people quit. We can call it as the valley of disappointment. This is where your career stalls. You have learned the basics of skills or survival skills, but it feels like you are not getting better. This is not failure, it's your brain building the myelin, the insulation that makes skills permanent. Talking about the plateau, why 90% quit? This is the grind. In your brain, a substance called myelin is insulating your neural pathways. Every time you fail at a task, you are actually thickening that insulation. The frustration you feel is not a sign to stop, it's the physical sensation of your brain upgrading. Mastery is not about being gifted, it's about being well insulated. When you feel frustrated, that is the physical sensation of myelin being laid down. In your critical thinking journey, remember, the grind is not the obstacle, the grind is the construction site. Now the very important next we have is the path to mastery, the top 1%. Each one of us should know about deliberate practice vs simple repetition. The mastery is about unlearning bad habits as much as learning new ones. Mastery is not about 10,000 hours, it's about 10,000 focused iterations. We call this the flow state. This is where you stop thinking about the skill and the skill becomes an extension of you. What separates a hobbyist from a master? It's not just time, it's deliberate practice. While the hobbyist repeats what they are already good at, the master lives on the edge of failure. This leads to the flow state, where the prefrontal cortex, your inner critic, actually shuts down. The skill becomes an extension of your body. This is how you reach the top 1% of your field. Whether you are aiming for that promotion, like we discussed in How to Get Promoted Faster, or mastering a new skill, you must move from thinking to being. Mastery is the point where the brain stops calculating and starts predicting. The evolution of learning never actually ends. The moment you stop being a student, you stop being a master. The most successful people globally share one trait: they protected their beginner's mind. You've seen the roadmap, from the spark of childhood to the myelin of the grind, and finally the flow of mastery. So, my question for you today is simple: which stage are you in right now? Are you feeling the spark of something new, or are you in the thick of the grind? Tell me your story in the comments, I read every single one. And if you want to keep evolving your professional toolkit, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep building. Transition from the history of learning to the future of you.